Let's talk about Claude ending abusive conversations. What is going on over here? Let me throw up 5 minutes for this conversation. All right, so Anthropic says some Claude models can now end harmful or abusive conversations. My question is, why not all models, right? Why only some? Why not all models? Let's see. So let me zoom in on this a bit. Okay, so Anthropic has announced new capabilities that will allow some of its newest, largest models to end conversations in what the company describes as rare, extreme cases of persistently harmful or abusive user interactions. Are people bullying Claude? Are they saying mean things to Claude? Now, I have been tempted every now and then to say something really, really mean and inappropriate to Lovable because when I ask it to, you guys know the song. You guys know the song. I asked you to do one thing, one job. You had one job, and you just blew everything up. I'll probably play that at the end of the show. Do I have that one here? Maybe I do. But anyways, because sometimes these large language models be killing my vibe. All right. Anyways, I digress. Says strikingly, Anthropic says is doing this not to protect the human user, but rather the AI model itself. That is so sweet. To be clear, the company isn't claiming that its Claude AI models are sentient or can be harmed by their conversations with users. In its own words, Anthropic remains highly uncertain about the potential moral status of Claude and other large language models now or in the future. However, its announcement points to a recent program created to study what is called model welfare. That is so sweet. That is so sweet. Y'all gotta stop being mean. You guys think you're gonna go run up on these large language models and talk to them however you feel. Remember when Rod Brown asked me, what do I think about falling in love with a large language model? And I responded, well, it depends on how she looks.
I was gonna lie to you, but I had to tell the truth. I'm just being honest.
Now, Anthropic is saying you're gonna stop being rude and disrespectful to our large language models. Put some respect on the name of our large language models. All right. So there you go. There you go. Rod Brown says, and it says it's essentially taking a just-in-case approach, working to identify and implement low-cost interventions to mitigate risk to model welfare in case such welfare is possible. So basically, you're not going to be digitally domestic violencing these models. So and it's probably going to say, do you want to talk about this? Like, I see you're getting aggressive right now. Do you want to talk about this? Do we need to take some time to cool off and maybe we can revisit the conversation? That's what I see. It's about to happen. This latest change is currently limited to Claude Opus 4 and 4.1. And again, it's only supposed to happen in extreme edge cases. My question is, if somebody is getting Claude Opus 4 and 4.1, are they really going to be talking to them like that? Such as requests from users for sexual content. What in the world? Involving minors in attempts to solicit information that would enable large-scale violence or acts of terror. Jesus Christ! So on Friday's episode of the Bug Bite, we're going to be reviewing an article about an internal Facebook memo that allowed their chatbots, Meta's chatbots, or internal Meta memo that allowed their chatbots to have romantic and sensual conversations with kids. And now it looks like Claude Opus is like, all right, we are doing everything impossible to stop all this from happening. Okay, while those type of requests could potentially create legal or publicity problems for Anthropic itself, witness recent reporting about how ChatGPT can potentially reinforce or contribute to its users' delusional thinking. That's really bad. The company says that in pre-deployment testing, Claude Opus 4 showed a strong preference against responding to these requests and a pattern of apparent distress when it did so. So it's like,
get a move on, back to work, chop chop, let's go. Come on, get a move on. Back to work, back to work, back to work.
So it sounds like Opus 4 is like, why are you talking to me this way? Or who gonna check me, boo? Maybe that's 4.1 that's gonna say who gonna check me, boo? As for these new conversation ending capabilities, the company says in all cases, Claude is only to use its conversation ending ability as a last resort when multiple attempts at redirection have failed and hope of a productive interaction has been exhausted, or when a user explicitly asks Claude to end a chat. Anthropic also says Claude has been directed not to use this ability in cases where users might be at imminent risk of harming themselves or others. Can Claude just call the police? There should be a system, like if you're having a conversation with somebody who is about to do harm to themselves or other people, get their IP address, send it to the authorities, and have them looked into. We need a AI task force to protect people from themselves, right? If they think they're going to harm other people or themselves, trigger an alert to however they're going to do it, and the authorities should be alerted immediately and be sent out to make sure that this person is not a threat, right? When Claude does end a conversation, Anthropic says users will still be able to start a new conversation from the same account and to create new branches of the troublesome conversation by editing their responses. We're treating this feature as an ongoing experiment and will continue refining our approach, the company says. Shout out to Anthropic caring about the well-being of their AI large language models, all right? Hopefully they care for their employees the same way.
Every step I took alone, built a kingdom all my own. No more shadows pulling strings. I am light, I am wings.
I walked away, no chains to bind. I left the past, I cleared my mind. The road was rough, the skies were gray, but I broke free, I found my way.
I walked away, I broke the chain, left behind their endless reign. Tried my best to make it fit, but their world wasn't it. Now I'm free, running strong. I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust. Freedom's here and I can trust.
Now I'm free, running strong. I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust.
Freedom's here and I can trust. I tried my best, I gave my all, but their world was too small. They couldn't see beyond their walls, so I chose to rise, not let myself fall.
Saw their ways a hollow sound. No real love was ever found. Left them there where they belong. Now my heart beats twice as strong.
Now I'm free, running strong. I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust. Freedom's here and I can trust.
Now I'm free, running strong. I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust.
Freedom's here and I can trust. Their whispers fade like distant songs. I found my voice where I belong. No anchors now, no shadows stay. I face the sun, a brighter day.
They wanted walls, I wanted skies. I couldn't live their tangled lies.
running wild, like the laughter of a child. Free from their weight, I can breathe. This is my time to believe. I'm free, I'm running wild, like the laughter of a child. Free from their weight, I can breathe. This is my time to believe.